Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Many drivers do not think about the importance of the functions that are performed by shields installed behind the wheels of the car. Installing mudguards prevents small stones and dirt particles from flying out from under the wheels of the car. Let's consider how to install the shields correctly, so as not to harm the paintwork of the car. Is the installation obligatory? The main purpose of mudguards, protection of other road users from solid particles flying out from under the wheels. It is time to think about such an unpleasant property of studded tires, as studs flying out of their seats at speed. In many cases, it is the mudguard that can protect the vehicle following you from being struck by a metal object in the body or windshield. Protecting the paintwork of the vehicle. Sand, dirt and stones flying out from under the wheels hit the lower part of the sills and rear bumpers, which over time leads to exfoliation of the paint in these places and, as a result, the formation of pockets of corrosion. Installation of protection helps to overcome the sandblasting effect and preserve the car body. If the safety of the body of your car you cannot prohibit you to neglect, then for inconvenience to other road users can be a real punishment. The traffic police inspector has the right to issue a fine of 500 rubles to the driver of a car without mudguards. The inspector will refer to Part 1 of Article 12.5 of the Code of Administrative Violations, which refers us to the list of provisions on the admission to operation of vehicles. Mud flaps are one of the elements that must be installed on the car. The exception is when mudguards are simply not provided for in the vehicle design. In this case, the installation of protective shields is not mandatory, but highly desirable. Types. The shape of the product is sometimes a decisive factor in choosing the method of installation. Before you go shopping, you should know that mudguards can be of two types, OEM or customized for the specific features of a certain car model. Both types are united by the fact that they perfectly match the shape of the body and the standard lockers. The most preferable to install it is the standard mud flaps, as often in the fenders have factory places for their installation and therefore when you buy a set of special fasteners or clips. If you are not satisfied with the shape of the standard shields, and they are usually extremely small, buy mud flaps made specifically for your car model. The convenience of such a solution is that some fasteners can coincide with the fastening of the locker. Universal mud flaps. To list the entire range of products available for purchase, there is simply no point. Universal protection has a form of fasteners that will fit almost any car. Also, an important advantage is the cost, which is often much lower than the price of a set of original products. If we omit the fact that universal products do not look aesthetically pleasing on all cars, the disadvantage of universal shields is only one: the primitiveness of the fastening elements. Universal products are screwed with self-tapping screws to the fenders. Installation requirements. When installing mudguards with your own hands, you should remember the following points. The lower the mudguard is mounted, the better it will protect against dirt and stones flying out from under the wheels. However, a low installation carries the risk of the mudguards breaking off when driving on rough terrain. In this case, it is necessary to focus on the material from which the protection is made. Rubber shields are quite elastic, and therefore often tear off when the hump or the edge of the sidewalk under the wheel when driving in reverse. Such a problem is devoid of polyurethane products, which better retain their shape and do not bend so much when the force is exerted on them. Do not buy hard mudguards, as they can break off, for example, when moving off the sidewalk. Elastic shields in this case will simply doubt, then restore its shape, but the oak shield will transfer the full force of the impact on the mountings. Of course, self-tapping screws will not withstand such loads for long. Often in such cases suffers and the attachment of fenders. It is desirable that the mudguard extends a few centimeters beyond the shape of the body. This will improve protection against mud from under the wheels. The fasteners of the shields must not harm the bodywork. Many drivers, wishing to protect the sills from sandblasting, use the car body as one of the attachment points for the front mudguard. Screwing self-tapping screws into the arch leads to the appearance of corrosion and exfoliation of paintwork at the attachment points. To install universal mudguards you will need Phillips screwdriver for screwing self-tapping screws, stationary knife, as universal. Products are not always ideal for the shape of the locker and the body, rags for cleaning the place of installation, sharp object for marking holes. If there is no way to do without self-tapping screws or they have already been screwed into the body during the incorrect installation of lockers, it will be in your interest to carry out anti-corrosion treatment. Algorithm of works in case of self-installation: clean the intended place of installation from dirt, place the mudguard on the wing, as it is to be attached later. If necessary, trim the shield to the shape of the wing and sills. If the lockers on your vehicle are attached with self-tapping screws, mark the holes in the mudguard so that the self-tapping screws can be screwed in. Screw in at least 2 self-tapping screws on the outside and 1 self-tapping screw that will attach the inside of the mudguard to the fender liner. They can also be tightened with a bolt and nut. It is vain to try to describe the subtleties of installation for each model of car. For example, on some cars fenders are attached by massive clips, and therefore the self-tapping screws of mud flaps can be screwed directly into them, saving the metal of the fender. There are no problems with the installation of rear mudguards at all, as the self-tapping screws will not damage the plastic bumper. Sill sandblasting: how to install mudguards. Universal rubber mud flaps BA02 standard mud flaps. How to install mud flaps. In conclusion, proper installation of mudguards is essential for maintaining your vehicle's performance and protecting it from dirt and debris. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can ensure that your mudguards are securely fitted and functioning effectively. Remember to regularly check their condition and make adjustments as needed. With the right care, your mudguards will help enhance your driving experience and prolong the life of your vehicle. Thank you for watching, and happy driving!